Diehards, can you believe this game? Oh my god. The Knicks showed up tonight like it's not 9 o'clock on the East Coast, man. Look, I got other things to do to than to be up watching the Knicks get smacked by damn near 30 for most of the damn first half of this game. So it doesn't make any sense, man. I mean, like if you're gonna start and come out the way that the Knicks came out, then why even show up? They should have just forfeited the game. So I mean, like I'm watching this game. I'm expecting to get some company today for the halftime show. But I mean, there's nothing that Denver's doing that's so good that's making the Knicks lose this game. We lost this game because of the way we started. Not lost, but we're losing this game because of the way this game started, man. Uh, just right. I mean, I can't even go to any stats. These are the stats on the floor here. Joker, of course, he scored 24 points in that first quarter. He only scored 4 points in the second quarter because he didn't really play as much minutes. But 24 points in the first quarter, he was on pace to get 96 points for the game. I mean, it just showed that just tells you right there the Knicks showed up, not ready to play. We don't play well against teams that have really good big men. Jokic is clearly the best center in the NBA. Outside of Embiid, we haven't seen Embiid all year. But Jokic is definitely the best, center that we've seen all year. Skilled all around the board. That can't be understated. But I mean, we can't check him. We simply can't check him. We couldn't check him. We had no answer. Julius Randle was flat coming in. Reggie Bullock was flat. RJ's flat. Nerlens came in flat. Maybe Nerlens shouldn't have started his first game coming back. You know what I'm saying? Especially playing on the road and in the altitude. Maybe he should have came off the bench. A couple different things. Alfred is just playing like Alfred. He didn't really play a lot. Shout out to Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose is with the shits, man. 14 points. Basically almost scoring a point a minute. Obi Toppin gave us some solid minutes. But, if you're down like this, a guy like Obi Toppin's not going to cut it, man. Shout out to this dude, JaMychal Green. I wish we had JaMychal Green on the roster instead of Obi Toppin. I wish we had JaMychal Green. Because Michael Green is an active rebounder. He could pass the ball, shoot the three. He can do everything. And he's just physical. The 9 minutes that he played, he only had 2 points and 2 assists, 1 rebound. But I put those minutes, ahead of what Obi was doing, man. Just for the physicality part. Just being engaged in the offense and stuff. So, it's late, man. So, don't let me bore you with my bullshit. Here goes Mr. Sim. Hey, Sim, how's it going, man?
What's good, man? I'm chilling.
Yeah, man, this is late for me, man. I don't know how I'm gonna function tomorrow, man. This is crazy. Speaking of that, man, what's up with our team, man? Did they fall? Did they just get to Denver? What happened?
Stopped at a couple weed shots, probably. I don't know.
Oh my god, they need some. They need some weed or something. They need something.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't feel like Denver is doing a whole lot. That is like, oh my God, it's just besides Jokic, right? Jokic is playing real good basketball. But I mean, we missing shots. You know what I'm saying? And shots that, layups, right? We missing layups, we missing shots. For me, I just feel like it's one of those games, man.
Yeah, just one of those games,
bro.
I feel like they just came out the airport and the bus was broke down or something. They was on the side of the road for the whole time they've been there, and they just like, took dollar vans or whatever the hell to get to the arena. They just got there. You know what I'm saying? That's why everything just fell out like that. What's up, Tom?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to you guys. Your Blackest Time. Yeah, man. The energy wasn't there from the beginning.
Right.
Prior to the game, I had mentioned RJ's matchups recently, and here he goes starting off on Aaron Gordon, which me personally, I didn't understand. And you see, he got in foul trouble early. It's a lot of things that just compounded on top of each other. I don't think the refereeing was great.
Right.
Obviously, Jokic killed us.
But I don't know who else he would have covered. Talking about RJ, because they started Paul Millsap, right? Which Man,
Got Randall.
Randall had to cover Millsap. Of course, Noel had to cover Jokic. And then you got Michael Porter Jr. So he was either going to be on Aaron Gordon or Michael Porter Jr.
I mean, I would have preferred Aaron Gordon personally. Yeah, I would have preferred. I would have preferred. Porter Jr. personally. I think maybe that's a tougher matchup, but we gotta hope. We gotta hope that Porter Jr. is aggressive for it to affect RJ. And I still think he had a better chance against him than the Aaron Gordon, who's just bigger and stronger. You know what I mean? Right. I don't know if Porter Jr. is stronger than RJ.
Yeah. No, he probably isn't. He probably isn't. I mean, I think Aaron Gordon just kind of outsmarted RJ. Like the first, he picked up the first foul and then he went right back and did the same exact thing. And whoop, I was like, oh, I mean, you're talking about, look, 3 fouls in 3 possessions.
Mm-hmm.
3 fouls in 3 possessions, bro.
Not to cut you up, but not to mention the early technical on Tibbs is like you don't want to put the referees on your bad side that early in the game. You're talking about
that early.
2 possessions in, and we already were complaining, and Tibbs already got a tech. So now the refs is like, okay, I ain't listening to nothing. I ain't seeing nothing.
They swallowed the whistle too, because Jokic. That's how we got hot. Because every time that he got the ball, they tried. They was blowing the whistle like crazy. He got a lot of like chippy fouls. That we wish that Randall could get, man. So I mean, it is what it is. Like Man Sim said, man, there's nothing we really could do about this, man. It's just one of those games. That whole first quarter, they was blowing the whistle, bro. It was almost like, yo, we're gonna teach y'all a lesson. You're not gonna come here and play rough. Watch this. Boop, boop, boop. I was like, come on, man. Calling some bullshit right now.
Yeah. I felt like they said, oh, you want to complain? I'll give you something to complain about.
That too.
What do you think about what Uncle Fulio's saying here? He's kind of, repeating what he was saying in the chat, private chat that we got.
That is not the refs? Yeah. Like, I'm not blaming the refs. I'm saying everything compounded on top of each other. Right. And the refs are part of that.
Right. The refs is definitely part of that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Knicks, bottom line, the Knicks not shooting the ball well and not playing well defensively. I mean, that's the bottom line. You know what I mean? It's one of them nights. Here's the thing that happens with fans. They expect that you're never going to have a night like that. And you are going to have a night like that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have every team in the NBA is going to have 3 or 4 games per year where they just can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at Phoenix tonight. They lost 135-103 versus Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Which is not good for us. With the way this game is going.
Oh man, it's all right.
Yeah, but I mean, look at that first quarter. How often do teams score 12 points in the first quarter? That's like very kind of unheard of, really, man. You really have to shit the bed, and the Knicks are like, they really shit the bed tonight, man. 12 points. If we scored 20 points or something like that, it wouldn't be so bad. But we still competed in the second quarter, 31-30. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, we definitely gonna have to show up defensively some way in the second half and try to chop this down.
The thing is, are we able to outscore them by double digits either in one quarter or, like outscore them by 20 in one quarter or outscore them by 10 in 2 quarters? You know what I'm saying? Like 10 points in the third, 10 points in the fourth. That's the hard part. The Knicks they had a chance at the end of that second quarter. It was a 19-point lead, right? They could have got it down to 17 or 16, maybe got it down to 14 or something like that. They were antsy, pushing, trying to get it all back. and you know it's not going to happen that way.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying that the Knicks had to get it down to at least 15 in order to make it a game for the second half. But this is definitely not one of these games. I'm trying to see points in the paint and stuff. You got any stats on points in the paint?
No, I don't have anything. Let me see. I mean, they're gonna have to, if the Knicks want to have a chance, they're gonna have to come out and make a run.
Yeah,
they're gonna need to come out the first half of the third quarter and outscore them by 10.
What's their point guard's name?
Campazzo.
Yeah,
I bet he had at least 5 rebounds, and it wasn't even like he was down in the paint getting a rebound. Like the ball was just carrying to him, right at the foul line. Those Knicks miss, and I think he got every single one of them, and just took off. And I think that was one of your keys, right?
Offensive rebounds, not turning the ball over. We were turning the ball over in the first half. We had some bad turnovers. Let them get out, and we let them get out and score. How many turnovers did we have? They have 14 points off of turnovers.
Wow.
That's something you get for the game on a bad game.
Right. They have 14 points off turnovers. Now that was one of the big keys that we had to take care of the basketball because they can score off of turnovers. 14 points off turnovers.
Yeah, we just had to show up tonight, man. All we had to do was show up and compete, and we would make it a game right now. But now we're not gonna be able to score, beat them 10 points in the next quarter, 10 points in the next quarter. We're not, we just not with this team, man. We would have to put on a defensive clinic the way that they put on an offensive clinic in that first quarter. We would have to do some really, really big time work in order to make this happen tonight.
Yeah.
Like I won't sit here and say we can't do it. It's like it's just gonna be it's gonna be tough. But we've seen them get 4 or 5 stops in a row. We've seen that. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you this. Yeah.
We've seen them lock in. We've seen them lock in today in spurts as well. You know what I mean? So now it's about 24 straight minutes of it.
Yeah. This third quarter is gonna be key. You know what I'm saying? They got to come out in the third quarter, get this lead down at 10.
Yeah, you see my man right there? If he comes in the game, Jokic better watch out, man. He better come in there and start snapping on Jokic's moms and, calling them all kind of names and shit like that to start a fight. Because that's the only way we're gonna have a chance in this game, man, to get Jokic out of this game some kind of way. Because he already got a technical. He got a technical also. You know what I'm saying? So if he gets another technical, yeah. If he gets another technical, then he'll be out the game, and then maybe we'll have a shot. But I mean, we need to utilize this guy, man. This guy, he's a nobody. 1 point per game, 1 rebound per game, man. Put him in there and put Jokic on the floor, man. Put somebody on the floor. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those games we need to have a fight or something like that, just to let them know that we're there. You know what I'm saying? Let them know that we're there. We're not gonna stand for this.
I agree. It was too many possessions where there was no resistance. You've seen a couple plays where Jokic had to make shots over people, which I prefer that than, they parted the Red Sea for him.
Exactly.
A couple times. You cannot have that. We need resistance.
Well, the game started, guys. We had 15 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, man. I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen here. We need to come out and score. We need to come out and score on this first possession, and instead we turn the ball over.
If we don't cut this lead, at least to I'm gonna say we gotta cut it in half. This quarter, man. If we don't do that, then I think I might just push end on this fucking broadcast and take my ass to bed because this is not one of those nights to be up watching the Knicks get smacked like this, man. It's just crazy.
I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you. And we come right out. We come right out and turn the ball over. It's like, come on, man.
There's nothing Denver is doing. They're not doing nothing so spectacular that that's really destroying us. It just really we showed up and then not ready to play.
RJ the hit. Oh my gosh, come on, man.
But yeah, I'm gonna jump off.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off.
I'll jump back in. I'm gonna grab me something to eat real quick. Get a full belly.
Yeah.
Yo, good luck
I feel you.
on that post game show, man. What time that shit's gonna be? Like fucking 12:30? God,
Yeah, it's gonna be late. It's gonna be late.
man, y'all
All right,
in
man.
freezy territory.
Yeah, right. Right. And you know what? I mean, with the way that we playing, it's not gonna be many people on it.
Yeah,
That's a
everybody
fact.
You
gonna
know,
be
when the
snug.
Knicks lose, nobody, it's late and they get blown out. Nobody jumping on this joint.
Yeah, good night.
All
All right,
right,
y'all.
man.
Thanks for
All right.
popping in, guys.
Yeah,
No
no doubt.
doubt. Appreciate you.
Peace.
All right, guys. So it's just me and you. That was the halftime show, the Knicks halftime show. Now we are in the halftime of Crunchtime show. As you can see, my face is melted. Oh my god! I don't know how I'm gonna make it, but I'm gonna try to stay on as long as I can, just to give my support for the team. Because of course I love the Knicks and stuff like that. But Michael Porter, if you guys are watching the game, there's a lot of people that claim they watch the game, but they just really just doing this, just watching the box score. And then they come with all different opinions just based on the box score. I feel like that's what all those talking heads in the morning and stuff do. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. You know what I'm saying? Never played professional basketball in his life, but he got such big opinions on that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, guys. But let's I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? The Knicks is still down by 20. 47 to 67 on my clock. My timestamp is 9:43. Michael Porter just sailed in. Knicks are not. Knicks are slept behind. They talk about the altitude. I never played. I never been to Denver. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know shit about the altitude and all that other stuff. But I do know a bit about altitude because, it might not. It might not. I mean, COVID fucked me up, and the last 3 years or so has been really messed up as far as my fitness and stuff. But I did manage to get my Spartan. For those that are familiar with the Spartan races, I was able to get my Spartan trifecta. I think that was 2017, if I'm not mistaken. I was able to do that. And then 2018, I was actually training for the New York City Marathon, but I fucking caught pneumonia. So that's like a long thing. But anyway, I'm just telling you about the Spartan races. So the Spartan races, they usually have the outside ones in like ski resorts, so we be up in the mountains and stuff like that. So they had the one in I want to say, what's this, not the Vermont one, the one that's in Jersey. I believe it's Jersey, where it's a ski resort there. I forgot the name of it. But anyway, they have it at some point. They have you climbing up a mountain. As soon as you get up there, high enough, you start to feel your lungs differently. Your lungs feel differently. It feels like your blood pumps a little bit different, and it takes a little while for you to get used to it. So what they do to you is they make you go up there, and then they make you go down, and then they keep making you go up and down. Then it gets to a point where you just up there. So every time you go over a hill, all you see is open terrain. You know what I'm saying? So, you can even imagine. So you can feel your lungs burning and stuff like that. So if that's what the Knicks are feeling right now, coming into Denver, then this is going to be a long night, man, because they're not going to be able to get the stamina to really push to make the runs that we need these guys to make, man. Because Sim Put made the point that we're gonna have to score 10 points, beat them by 10 points in this quarter, then also beat them by 10 points in the next quarter. That's an uphill battle, man. Not because these guys are necessarily doing anything that's so great. You know what I'm saying? It's just the simple fact that the Knicks can't get it popping, man. Was it Mountain Creek? I think it was Mountain Creek, my man. Are you a Spartan? You run dollar vans, yeah, man. Mountain Creek, do you run Spartans, man? I used to run Spartans, bro. I got the fucking medals here that I can't find at the moment. Well, they're inside the thing, so I can't pull them out. But I mean, I was doing my thing, man. I also qualified for the 2020 New York City Marathon, but of course COVID hit and they canceled it, man. So once they canceled it and COVID hit, man, I said, you know what, it's time to be 40. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what, I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna eat, and I'm just gonna enjoy my fucking year, because if I get COVID and get sick and die, I want to be happy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I was able to stay healthy and stuff like that. Knock on wood, God bless, and all that stuff, man. But it's for everybody. Mentally, this year has been really bad for everybody, man. So he said, "Hell no, I'm lazy." Yeah, man, get out there and do it, man. If it this summer is gonna be a weird summer because the Knicks are actually gonna be playing basketball in the beginning, so there's gonna be a lot of anticipation for the off season and stuff like that. So it's gonna be ill. A lot of people think that they're immune to this disease now because they got the vaccine and all this other stuff. So everybody's gonna be out in these streets, like everyone has said. I'm in these streets. The streets are calling my name. You know what I'm saying? So everyone's gonna be out there doing their thing, man. So it's gonna be a weird summer. So hopefully everybody can stay safe and we can just continue to just move on from this coronavirus bullshit, man. Yeah, man. When you say that word, you can get flagged if you say it enough. It's crazy, man. Anyway, so the Knicks were on a commercial just now. That's why I was talking. Right now, my time stamp in the game. I might have to refresh my feed. My time stamp is about right. 8:38 right now. We just came back from the commercial, third quarter. What's her name? Julius Randle, just blew off Reggie Bullock when he should have just passed it to him. And then, of course, they get the ball and Michael Porter Jr. runs up for a fast break. Excuse me. That's basically the whole MO with Julius Randle and the Knicks. Whenever we start doing one-on-one basketball, we're never in position and teams take advantage. That's in the scouting report. If the Knicks go one-on-one, and they miss the shot, get the ball and just explode and let's go on this fast break. That's just scouting. You know what I'm saying? So if you scout the Knicks and watch the Knicks play, that's what teams do against us, man. So yeah, man, it's just one of those nights, man. So anyway, yeah, the Meadowlands had one. Meadowlands, they had one. Shea Stadium, not Shea Stadium, Citi Field usually has one. I think Yankee Stadium had one year. The stadium runs are nothing though. If you're in shape, if you work out and stuff like that, the stadium runs are nice just to have a good time to see the stadium. I actually saw what's the Boston Red Sox stadium? Oh, the freaking what did they call it? But anyway, they got the Green Monster and all that shit. I don't really give a fuck about it anyway. But it was kind of cool to run through the Red Sox stadium and whatever, because they got a lot of old stuff in there. So we're actually doing the stadium Spartan race, walking through all this history. It was kind of bugged out, and they actually let us hit the field and run past the Green Monster. So that was pretty awesome, man. I got to tell you that was pretty awesome running Spartans, man. So I think I'm not gonna do it this summer, but we'll see what happens. I might do it this summer. Let's see what happens, man. If I do something, maybe I might hit some of you guys up. If anybody wants to come in, do some Spartan races, man. But I doubt if I do any this year. But the one thing about the New York City Marathon, they canceled it last year, so it's a lottery now. So it's up to them to decide whether or not they're gonna allow me to run this year. So if I'm in the race this year, then you're gonna see me transform before your eyes, man. Because I'm definitely gonna have to start training. You need at least, if you're out of shape, you need at least like 22 weeks if you're out of shape. If you're in decent shape, you can do it in 18 weeks, but you need like 24 weeks, I want to say, to really get yourself in shape and then finally get into the marathon training and stuff. So anyway, Knicks are still fucking around, 26-point lead by Denver. Did they count that? RJ Barrett just got fouled, and then he was in the shooting motion. So of course they're not going to give it to him. For some reason, they don't give continuations anymore. They don't give continuations, but they don't call they're not calling a continuation. They don't call it continuations. They don't call 3 seconds anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. See, look, that's the game plan. Make the Knicks go 1-on-1, and then if they turn the ball over or if they miss the shot, go on a fast break. Ah, man, this is tough to watch, man. Tough. So anyway, yeah, man. Yeah, people talk shit about professional athletes, how they didn't get back and play defense. I'm afraid to look at Twitter. I'm gonna ignore Twitter tonight, and people like to complain about, oh, they didn't give the effort and stuff like that. But then you look at their profile picture, and they look like me. They look like me right now. I know exactly the reason why that I'm out of shape. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to drink beer. That's one. I haven't drank a beer in a while. I'm trying to stop that. I also like to drink whiskey. I haven't drank whiskey in a while neither because I'm trying to get ready for to start training again. I like cake. I like pizza. I like all that shit. You know, not that simple fact that I like it. I eat all of it. You know what I'm saying? If I get a pizza, I'm eating all 8 slices, fam. You know, if I don't have company, I'm eating all 8 slices. If I got 2 pies, I'm eating 8 slices out of those 2 pies. You know, that's all there is to it. You know, if somebody has a birthday, I'm eating half the cake. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? If you got 6 beers, I'm drinking 4 of them. You know what I'm saying? At least 4. You know what I'm saying? So you better get yours, you know, because I'm gonna get mine, you know, as the saying goes. Let me get the score here so I don't have to keep repeating it. It's just bullshit. 75-53. Jesus Christ, man. So I mean, this you know, like you want to root for your team. Anything is possible. You know, the Knicks can go on a freaking crazy run, but we don't have the offensive firepower, you know, to really do that. You know, we're not moving the ball enough. You know, Denver's not playing great defense. They're playing adequate NBA defense. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, adequate NBA defense is going to get you this. You know, if you look in the middle of the screen, the Knicks scored 10 points this third quarter. Denver scored 11. So I mean, they're having a competitive NBA game at the moment. You know what I'm saying? So if you never saw the first quarter, if you just delete the first quarter, it would be a close game. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, any Denver fans watching, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Your team is not that good. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks just showed up, you know, and we just weren't ready for this game. You know, we took ourselves out of it. There goes clips. I think he always asks us that. The score is right to my to your right. Yep. Well, to my right too. I'm looking at the same shit. Yeah, to the right of me, man. Right in the middle. Denver has 75. New York has 56. You know, we're still in the game, you know, for the most part, we're being competitive, but we're gonna have to get stops. Now, we're gonna have to get a lot of stops. You know, I'm talking about local. We gotta make local stops, you know what I'm saying? No express service. We gotta make local stops. Basically, we have to you know, shut them down completely. There goes RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett is yelling and screaming, "Yeah, I got a 3-pointer, motherfucker! Yeah, we're like, you know, chipping away at this lead." Let's check out the box score. I haven't looked at the box score all fucking game, so let's just see that. Let's see what's going on. You know, just let's look at Denver. I'm gonna just look at Denver real quick. I'm gonna put the whole joint up here so you guys can see. You can hear me talk. The box score for Denver. Ignore Jokic, man, because that 30-point, you know, that 24-point first quarter, you know, that was a fluke. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks just didn't show up tonight. 24 points in that first quarter. Since then, he scored 6. You know, I don't know if it's because they're not really going to him like that, or if the Knicks just showed up. Knicks finally showed up. So anyway, you know, just ignore that 24-point from Jokic, man. Look at the rest of the team. Millsap's got 6. Aaron Gordon, excuse me, can you guys hear me? Aaron Gordon is a bum. Okay, Aaron Gordon is a bum. 0 for 6, 0 points, 5 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? He's a bum. You know, he's inflated because they have a good team. Like I said, ignore that first quarter. The Knicks are if you ignore the first quarter, the Jokic 24 points, the Knicks were competitive and stopping these guys. They basically locked down Aaron Gordon. Millsap is older now, you know, but he's playing a decent game. You know, shout out to him. Campazzo is playing a great game. 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals. He's very tough. He's like a Knick. You know, he's a guy that the Knicks would need coming off the bench. Shout out to you know, Luca Ladonza. I got to get his name correct, man. Shout out to him because they're very similar players, man. So if our guy Luca, if our Luca comes in and does what Campazzo does, similar to it, then we got us a great player, man. 6'3", and basically does the same things that Campazzo does, man. Then we're good, man. Michael Porter Jr. basically just coming in here, just getting a sweat. You know, he's not doing nothing crazy. He just broke away for a couple fast break dunks. He's shooting his open jump shots, not doing nothing crazy, not doing nothing overly, you know, aggressive or anything. You know, he's just playing the game, and he got his little 14 points and five rebounds, whatever. Austin Rivers is just doing Austin Rivers. You know, he'll score a little bit, and then you don't see him again for 3 fucking quarters. Shaquille Harrison, I don't know who that is. You know, so I'm not going to talk badly about him. JaVale McGee is a good player, but 0 rebounds for a 7-footer. Come on, man. He's trash. You know, Jermichael Green is the only guy on Denver that I really like. I don't know if he signed to a multi-year contract, but if we had Jermichael Green instead of Obi Toppin at the moment, if we had Obi, I love Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin's gonna be good next year, hopefully. But if we had a Jermichael Green and in there and was able to let Obi sit on the bench and let Jermichael play, then we would be so much better off, man. But the Knicks are doing good, playing really good defense right there. They just sealed off Joker just now. Joker tried to score inside, and Knicks did a way better job, containing him, stopping him from shooting. So that was great. My time stamp is 4:40 at the moment, guys. Knicks are still down 75 to 59. Which they're cutting into the lead. It's down to 15. So the Knicks are doing exactly what we need them to do, man. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to keep talking about Denver at the moment. Well, that's it, really. Their team is not really that good. We're locking them down basically. Right now, we're locking Joker down for a moment too, because he only scored 4 points so far since he went off for that 24 first quarter. I mean 6 points. And these guys are still hitting threes. Denver just hit another three. That was Austin Rivers. Austin Rivers, man. Oh, they just got a steal too. They just fucking stole the inbounds play. Now here goes. Is that Jermichael or that was oh brother. The referee he might call Austin Rivers you see that? RJ knocked that down, baby. Okay, good. Well, you saw that, right? As soon as Randall started posting up, the defender just dropped to the floor. The referee should call a technical on that. So anyway, watch and see how frustrated Denver gets because they realize how good of a defensive team we are. But we're not gonna catch up with these guys shooting threes, man. The way that they're shooting. So let me get rid of this real quick. Drop this down. Let's do that. They got another fucking steal. See, the Knicks are not gonna catch up playing games like this. We want to win, but we got to protect the ball. Denver, I give them that. Denver has a lot of steals this game. Campazzo got 4. According to this, Shaquille Harrison got 2. Austin Rivers got 2. Jokic got 2. Paul Millsap got 1. So it is what it is. That's a great steal, man. Big time steal. Ah, man. Good foul too, man. So anyway, the Knicks are trying to come back, but we're not going to be able to do it. We got so close, man. We got it all the way down to what was it, 16 or 15? We got it all the way there, and then Denver goes on a run. So we just not going to cut it tonight. Go back down to the score. The score is still 80. When I was it's 82 to 62. Like I said, check out the quarter score, 19 to 18. We're competing with them. It's just that first quarter fucked us up. So don't let the score drive you crazy. It just like I said, the Knicks shit the bed that first quarter. It's like their controller turned off. They couldn't find the charger. You know what I'm saying? For anybody that plays video games, you know how that shit is, man. Man, yeah, you better fight. I don't know if you're talking about me or if you're talking about the Knicks, man. Speaking of fight, I mentioned that, man. Pell. If Pell comes in the game right now, I'm immediately, making him, snap on them with their with his best mama jokes and try to get Jokic into a fight, possibly knock him out the game. But the Knicks are just letting these guys shoot threes, man. We're not, we're not gonna be able to come back if these guys are just gonna shoot threes like that. They're playing really good defense with their hands, man. You can see Campazzo did just stripped Reggie Bullock. They're playing really good defense, man. Swiping the ball, getting steals. Knicks are just not fresh, man. Hopefully tonight will be a nice little wake up call because we are who we are, but we can easily lose like 6 straight games, man. So we definitely don't want that to happen. Especially just for our own integrity, our own reputation around the NBA and everyone else that covers the Knicks and stuff around the country. We definitely gotta make a stand. So anyway, I'm still not over this game yet, so I'm gonna keep watching, keep talking about it. Because it's still a long game. The Knicks could really go crazy and lock Denver down in that between now and I mean the rest of the way. Anything could happen, man. Anything could happen. It's kind of hard. I don't know how Jermichael Green could get away just it's like he's punching him. He was like punching Julius Randle. He's not just doing this, he's doing this. Like, how do you get away doing that? You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. You punishing a guy just because he's big. It reminds me of Shaq. But Shaq, they didn't protect Shaq, man. Shaq was given punishment, and Shaq was getting fucked up just because he was big. It's a different era because guys weren't flopping the way they flop now. Guys think it's cool to flop. Let's don't get it. Guys don't play like I can't say don't play like men because the WNBA they're the real league. That's a real league. Speaking of the WNBA, they should be coming coming back soon. I think they're in the preseason right now. So shout out to the Libs and WNBA. So anyway, man, I am having problems with my stream right now. We are on my timestamp right now. I'm at 158. 158 on the timestamp. 85 to 67. Double teaming the Knicks. Another steal, man. Another steal. And then they call it off of Julius Randle was calling for the what do you call it? For the challenge. Here we go, another three. It's crazy, man. Yo, Denver is playing okay. Like I said, they're not really playing so well, but I mean the turnovers and the Knicks are just this didn't show up today, man. What a block by Nerlens Noel, man. But I mean, it's too far in between, man. The freaking Denver's getting their hand on everything, man. They're stealing all these another steal. My God. Wow. I've never seen a game like this. I've never seen a game like this where guys getting so much steals like that. Great block by Nerlens Noel, man. Great effort. I've never seen a game like this with this many steals. How many steals? I'm only seeing 5. Campazzo got 5 steals, man. He is something else with that ball. But I feel like they got more than 5 than that. I guess they counting the turnovers. How many turnovers do the Knicks have today? Let me check out the turnovers. Knicks as a team got is that 14 turnovers? 14 turnovers is not so bad. We're not in the fourth quarter yet, so that's a little bit more than we're used to. But I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Not a fun game to watch, man. But respect due to these players, man. These guys are getting a lot of steals. Campazzo is a really good basketball player. So anyway, I was trying to segue into our own guy. I just did a podcast today, before the game because usually, I'm used to the Knicks playing at 8 or 7:30, and I'm usually getting on here about 8:30. So about 8:30 today or so, I forgot what time it was. I got on here and I actually did this. Shout out to the thumbnail. That's a dope thumbnail, if I don't say so myself. You got Prigioni on the right. You got Luca Vildoza on the left. Beautiful motherfucker. Look at him, man. So I talked about him a little bit, little grainy podcast, you guys know how I do, man. This is an uncut podcast. It's not squeaky clean. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a bunch of guys in here talking where I can barely hear myself speak or hear myself think. It's just me talking shit about the game. I talk about whatever. I talked about whiskey 2 games ago. Guys seem to think that was funny. Today we talk a little bit about fitness and stuff, man. Yeah, so I mean, I got a lot of experience with that, man, with getting in shape and stuff like that. But I also got a lot of experience, getting fat too. So if anybody wants any tips on how to get fat, I got it for you, man. I got any tips on how to get out of it, I got that for you too. So we'll see what happens, man. Yep, the Knicks are in a hole, 86 to 71. Jesus Christ. So I'm a little behind, man. So we must the third quarter must be almost over. What's the timestamp? On there, I got 29 seconds on Yahoo. I'm on the 40-second mark. Yeah, man. If the Knicks could close out and get into the 70s. Nice block by Nerlens Noel. Turnover though. Good hustle. But it's too late. It might be too late for this, man. Knicks should have showed up like this, and I think, you know what? Let me just say it. If the Knicks showed up You know, if the Knicks just simply showed up and played the way they're playing now, even with the turnovers, even with Denver getting all these steals and stuff like that. If you look at the third quarter, according to what you see on the screen there, it's still only 26-25. So it's not like Denver is blowing us out in the third quarter. We're actually competing with them in the third quarter. You know what I'm saying? So you know, with all these steals and the turnovers and stuff like that, it looks bad. But if, like I said, if you ignore that first quarter, we're competing with them. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. I hate showing up like this, man. Because, you know, this is going to be nationally, you know, everyone's going to be talking shit tomorrow. Oh, see, look, this is the real Knicks, you know? You know, the whole season, just ignore the whole season and just say, oh, yeah, look at them play against Denver. That's the real Knicks. Like, man, SMD FDB. That's an acronym. You know? You feel me? It was Campazzo throwing the ball up like he's you know, like he's Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? You know, Knicks are getting smacked by 20. Like, you know, whatever, man. They can have this. They can have it if they want. They can have the whole thing, the whole damn thing. All right, so all right, let's just do this, man. I'm gonna get a little off topic here, but did anybody notice the referees? We got a decent referee crew, man. You know, it was a little shady in the beginning, but they're calling a decent game right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to these refs. But let's talk about the refs, man. There's two guys, and yes, there happens to be a young female. Now here it is, man. You know, I like to make fun. You know, not make fun. I like to fool around with the refs and stuff. And the females, you know, Doris Burke. I really like Doris Burke. I'll be joking, but she's an attractive woman, man. I got another young lady too. I got her queued up too, but I'm not gonna embarrass her. She's you know, I always post her whenever she calls a Knicks game. She's beautiful. This young lady. I'm not gonna shout her up because it's not her day. Let's talk about the female ref that's playing today, man. That's reffing tonight. Her name is Ashley Moyer, but she's married and she got a hyphen. Her name is Ashley Moyer Gleach or Gletch or whatever the hell you want to say. You know, that's Mr. Gletch. That's the guy that she's married to. So I'm not gonna put. I don't have like you know, like let me just put her up there. This is what I usually do. You know, I just put her on the screen. You know, right in the middle there. This so I can get a, you know, a little whiff. You know, while they're refereeing. But that's not her, man. So, you know, shout out to that young lady. Like I said, this is all about this ref. So instead of you know, putting her, you know, on the screen like that, I'll just you know, I'll just be stalkerish and just go straight to the source. Let's look at her NBA.com profile. Here she is there, man. It's not really the best picture of her, you know, but this is her here, man. Ashley Moyer. She is gorgeous, man. This is her. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. This is her here, man. You can see her there. She's beautiful. You know, I don't really like her with her hair out, you know, but when she puts her hair in the ponytail and she's in her work mode, she is freaking gorgeous. You know, her body's all right. You know what I mean? You know, she's in decent shape. She's not a voluptuous woman. You know what I'm saying? But doing all the cardio, running back and forth, trying to call an NBA game, man, you're definitely gonna lose weight. And so she's attractive, man. You know, but like I said, she's married, so with all due respect. But this is what we're gonna do here on the DiehardKnicks podcast. We're talking about 1986. So what? She's like in her mid 30s right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. She's pretty, man. She's good, nice looking, beautiful smile. She's from Lebanon. Shout out to everybody from what is Lebanon, PA? I thought it was like Lebanon, the actual area of the country. So let's do some research here. She went to was that Penn State? I see an Ivy League. She was in the Ivy League, I guess. I'm just kind of skimming through it. You guys can read too. She played basketball at Millersville University in Pennsylvania. She played in competed in Division 2 Sweet 16 in 2010. That's nice. And also look at this, man. Off the court, she likes to spend times outdoors with her family, plan events, and take photographs. She also enjoys Bikram yoga and swimming. How delightful. Yeah, man. I'm just having a little bit of fun, man. This game is trash, man. The Knicks are down by 19. You know, they still can, you know, anything can happen, man, in this league, man. But we leaving guys open for three. You know, they slapping rebounds back out. That might be freaking that might be this guy's first rebound of the game. Freaking bum. Let me get his name so I call him out accordingly. Freaking bum. What's his name on Denver? JaVale McGee. Is that his first? Yes, that was his first rebound of the game, guys. That slap back rebound to just now. Anyway, so let's get back to the task at hand here, man. So we're looking at Ashley Moyer Glitch, whatever her name is, man. So I'm gonna continue to embarrass myself a little bit, and let's get more into this, man. Let's give respect to her husband, man. So I'm just joking, man. But you can see the guy here on the end, nice looking guy, man. They're a beautiful couple. I don't know sure if they have any kids and stuff like that, but that's dope. But as you look at, man, you see all the beautiful pictures, man. There is one awkward picture, that just sticks out to me here, man. That's this is your boy Andre Drummond. You gotta have a certain kind of testicular fortitude to be okay with your wife hanging around guys like this, man. Andre Drummond, he's a big goofy, but he seems like a dude that knows his, I don't want to say knows his way around women, but I mean, I'm gonna say it. All right, so this is like my last thing here, man. See, this is that famous. If you can look at it on the right, that's that famous picture there where Luka was kind of like flirting with her or whatever, and she got kind of caught out there. You can see it right there, right? That's a YouTube video. She got kind of caught out there. Luka said something smart to her, and she got embarrassed. So anyway, she actually did a video. I'm not gonna play it, but she actually did a video explaining, why that was. Anyway, man, shout out to Ashley. She's a good looking young lady. Yeah, man. Are you guys still watching, or did I lose half everybody that was watching? Yeah. Welcome to the DiehardKnicks podcast, man. Welcome to halftime to Crunchtime. Welcome to a 19-point blowout. This is what happens when the Knicks get blown out by 20. There's nothing else to talk about. There's no game to talk about. But guys are so serious, man. What's the score? You're not talking about the game. What the fuck is this? Hey, man. If you want to hear guys talking about spin moves and 45-degree angle toe taps and everything else, obtuse triangles and quadratic equations, guys know where to go for that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to hear the bullshit, if you want to hear the dumb shit, you hang out with me, man. That's how it goes. Campazzo's nice, man. I like Campazzo. Oh, I still keep beating around the bush. This guy, fucking Luka Vildoza. I talked about him a little bit, but then I got on a little tangent talking about Miss Ashley. But I made the podcast, right? But I didn't really talk about everyone else out there. Like everyone wants Lonzo Ball. I'm not a big Lonzo Ball fan, man. Lonzo Ball had a good game the other day. Last night, I believe, where he hit like a clutch jump shot, and everybody's like, "Whoa, look at him! He caught a clutch jump shot. He made a little drive, stopped, came back, and then he pulled up, for a mid-range jump shot, and it was like, it broke the internet and shit. It's like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? But if Alfred does the same thing, people's like, oh my god, he's shooting. They do that. They do that in the NBA. You know that they shoot the ball. People shoot the ball sometimes. But I'm not the biggest fan of Lonzo Ball. If you want to talk about defense, running the team, hitting threes, look at Campazzo. You know what I'm saying? Campazzo is the type of guy that we need. Now, I made the comparison to this guy, Luka Vildoza, from Argentina, spicy young man, 25 years old. If he's as spicy and they compare him to Campazzo and they compare him to Pablo, if he's really on that level at 25 years old, then we got ourselves a good player, man. If he could show us the game that Campazzo is showing right now, with the steals and the not being afraid, the strength, the ability to drive, the ability to just run a team, saying not necessarily run the team like hardcore like a point guard, but at least play off the big man the same way that Campazzo's doing with the Joker. That would be great. Shout out to Emmanuel Quickly, man. He only has the floater, and then he has that jumping off the wrong foot layup. You know what I'm saying? That's all he has. Just now he just missed it. So I mean, we definitely need help in that regard. Campazzo just made a nice little drive. Dude is only 5'10". You know what I'm saying? He was able to get all the way to the cup and throw up a left-handed layup with confidence. Really good player, man. Like I said, if Luka's anything close to Campazzo, then we got ourselves a nice player. And that's exactly the player that we need. We got Derrick Rose doing what Derrick Rose does. You know what I'm saying? We got Elfrid Payton, which nobody wants to be on the Knicks. Nobody wants Elfrid Payton to start. Nobody doesn't want any part of Elfrid Payton. So anyway, if this dude Luka comes in and shows us anything, then this fucking guy Elfrid won't be here, guys. He won't be here. Oh wait, but he has a buyout clause for a 1-year contract. It's 5 years. You can waive that. It's not a big fucking deal. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be a free agent next year. So more than likely, if the Knicks put 4 years on this dude, then they obviously believe in his scouting. They believe in everything that he could do. So he's definitely gonna come in here and be key. I don't know if he's gonna start, but you invested 4 years in the guy. Not really a lot of money too, man. He's 4-year, $19 million contract. Like how much money are you talking about there? I'm not really good at math, but what's that? Was it 14? Say $14 million divided by 4. Whatever that is. So it's not really a lot of money. But we still might need a point guard. Who are we gonna get? I would the Knicks, if the Knicks are trying to win, they need to get a veteran point guard. We already got a young guy. If we're gonna look at Luka Vildoza as a point guard, because we still haven't seen him yet. But if we think he's a point guard, then that's a 25-year-old guy. That's our young guy. Let him be the young guy. Then we go for the veteran. There's plenty of veterans out there that could fill the role that Elfrid's playing right now. And then if Elfrid if whatever veteran that we get to play point guard comes in, then Luka can come in and give us what what we need from the backcourt, man. Because another guy, what's his name? All of our guys, we have a team full of free agents, man. So I'm looking at what's his name? Alec Burke. There you go. Alec Burke, he's another guy that's on his nut today. He got 0 points today. Knicks are still down by 25. It's not gonna happen tonight, guys. 7 minutes left. There's no way we're gonna come. It's happened in the NBA before, but I don't think tonight. We just don't have the guys that can create their own shots like that. Unless Alec Burke goes crazy for 20 points in the next freaking 7 minutes. Because he has 0 at the moment. But Alec Burks might not be here. He might end up getting a raise from somebody else. He's a journeyman. So I mean, we definitely have a spot for Luka. It would be interesting if he could actually start. But then also, I mentioned Emmanuel quickly, man. He's playing like shit tonight. Even though he scored 12 points, but everything else, he's not really a point guard. He's a shooting guard. So we don't know what Quickly's going to do next year. Quickly might end up being our starting shooting guard. You never know. You never know how these guys develop and how we use them next year. So it's very interesting, all this stuff to talk about. They're still shooting threes, still getting to every basket, still stealing the ball. Shout out to them, man. They never gave up. They're not taking their foot off the Knicks' neck. You know what I'm saying? But what I don't like the swag a little bit. Campazzo's dope, man. He's a good player. But to see him, like with the swag, like he's so, he is playing good. You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying. Where the guy's playing like, oh my god, like he's dominating us. He's playing a good game, but like I said, I keep going back to that first quarter. If we didn't shit the bed that first quarter, it would be a nice game. It would be a nice fun game to watch. What's up with this damn score here? Yahoo's fucking up. I guess whoever's covering the Knicks Denver game said they're gonna take the night off because they already got us ending the game in the fourth. You know what I'm saying, when the game's still going on. So maybe they called out sick or just left for the night. They closed the studio on the Knicks game. Put the score back up here, guys. Yeah, man. So I'm real interested in Luka. I want to see what he can do. The articles were saying that the Knicks might actually think that he belongs. That he might actually contribute this year. That's really very hard to say because they say he got to go through customs, of course. Immigration. Excuse me, not customs. Immigration. You got to go through the whole immigration shit, so that's going to take a little while. Get the green card and all that other stuff. COVID protocols too. There's a lot of COVID protocol shit going on, so he might have a little difficulty making that transition over here. So that might take some time. Then he's got to get practice time. Then he's got to get used to his guys, and then you know what I'm saying. And then we're in the playoffs, man. So it's going to be very, very hard for us to get like the look that we want to get from him. But we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. It'll be interesting to see if they actually expedite it and let him come over quick. That'll be nice, and then maybe we can get to see him play a little bit before the playoffs start. But like I said, he's going to be an NBA rookie, so it's going to be very hard for somebody like that to come in and contribute so close to the playoffs like this. Just weird, man. So if anything, Luka is probably going to be somebody that we won't see until the offseason. So they're talking about Luka now, man. So maybe somebody from MSG is watching, because now they're gonna start talking about Luka on the show. Now they're showing highlights. They're showing the same exact video that I played in my video. So if they're using it, are they using the same video? They better give props to the guy they took it from. I feel like they're using the same video. Yeah, using the same highlights. Yeah, same highlights from the same video that I played in my video. So I wonder if they're using that guy's highlight tape. It's interesting, but yeah, man, he's definitely a guy that we need, somebody with that energy. Because Alfred doesn't play. Alfred sometimes he'll score 20 points. He'll have the energy out of nowhere. But having a guy like Luka would be dope. Just for that energy purpose, man. Then like if he would have came a little earlier in the season, maybe by now that we'll be able to put him in the rotation. Then you start Rose and have Luka come off the bench with quickly. And then you let that rock, see how that looks. It's interesting. Julius Randle's frustrated, man. He just smashed the ball into the post. They didn't give him no technical. What's the score for these guys? What's the box score? I'm just interested. Julius Randle had another off game. He was what they called him NBA Player of the Month last month. Right now he's playing like shit, pure shit. NBA Player of April. So it's like such tedious shit to pull up stats and stuff. But the last few games, man, he's came way down to earth. He hasn't had a good game in the last few games. You know what I mean? Like a real true Julius Randle game. You know what I'm saying? Where he really like dominated in a way where he was controlling the game and being the leader out there. He's kind of been hit and miss from game to game, kind of getting too much into the one-on-one stuff. That right to left hand crossover is trash for Randle. Everybody strips him. JaVale McGee just stripped him just now. They call the foul, but I mean Julius Randle's. I feel like every single time he goes up to the right hand corner and goes right to left, they always steal the ball. Look at that. He shows the ball too much. He doesn't have much separation. So the average defender in the NBA is going to steal that ball, man. So that's something that we really need to figure out. Pull back 3-pointers. It's all one-on-one basketball. Knicks play our best. We play our best when we play team ball, man. Oh man, so this game is not one of those long ones. Pause. Because I started this thing at 10, like around 10, and only an hour's passed. So it's about 11:10. What's the time stamp in this game now? There's 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So you could say we'll probably be done in like another 10 minutes. So that's not so bad. It's not so bad. I feel like the game is flowing. We're losing, of course, but the game is moving. We're not being held hostage by the referees. Looking over plays and all that nonsense. Yeah, so Denver's jumping up and down like they're so good, but the Knicks are competing. This fourth quarter, the Knicks are laying the egg again. 14 points to 21, as Bullock finally hits a three. Bullock didn't really do much this game either. I don't think. He got 12 points, just hit a three. So it's just one of those games, man. Not for nothing. I'm looking at the box score now. Julius Randle got 14. Reggie got 12. RJ Barrett got 12. RJ Barrett woke up, because he laid the egg that first half. Manu quickly, 12 points. That's what he does. Nothing much else. Derrick Rose got hot in that first quarter. I think he had 11 in that first quarter, and he didn't do shit the rest of the game, scoring wise. So it is what it is. It's just one of those games. Alec Burks didn't have a good game. You know what I mean? So definitely a bounce back game. So I mean, it's like right now we're basically in crunch time. Denver is emptying the bench right now. They got Bol in the game. Who else is coming in? I gotta refresh this damn thing. Bol came into the game. I want to see who else popped in. Vlatko Kankar. Jesus Christ. He just came in the game. And the Knicks got their starters. The Knicks got their starters in there. Okay, Frank just came in. Knox just came in. All right, cool. We got to get Reggie Bullock out of there. We got to get RJ out of there. So I mean, they got to put Norvell in there. They got to put Pinson in there. Get our guys out of there. This is one of those games where we're not going to teach RJ a lesson tonight. We're not going to teach Reggie Bullock a lesson tonight. Get these guys out of there. Let's get them safe and let's look at the next game. So that's what I'm going to do, man. If you want to see the score, you know what I'm saying? If you want to see the score, just you don't want to see the score. The score is 110 to 84. So okay, Pell's coming in. Who's the other guy? Pell comes in for RJ. Bullock is still there. Get Bullock out of there, man. You know what I'm saying? Get him out of there. Somebody else should get up. Oh, Reggie Bullock shooting a free throw. Okay, so maybe after the free throw, somebody else is going to come in. I'm trying to see who's at the scorer's table, if anybody's at the scorer's table. I don't think they do the scorer's table thing anymore because of COVID and shit. I don't see anybody waiting to come in. Man, they got to get Bullock out of there. Who's that? Quickly's in there. Let Quickly do his thing. Reggie Bullock definitely got to get out of there. JaVale McGee going behind his back, shooting a three. Does he make it? No, he doesn't make it. All right, so anyway, let's just look ahead at the schedule. I'm gonna pull up the Knicks schedule so we can just see who's next. So you guys can see what's next. I can do it myself. So if anybody's still here listening to me talk, we do the schedule. Let's just do Google. Make it simple. So Emmanuel Quickly is right now shooting free throws. Still playing. Guys are still sweating. Got 4 more minutes left in this game. Knicks schedule. What we got here? Denver, we're getting freaking tortured right now at the 4:02 mark with Quickly shooting free throws. We got the Suns. You know what I'm saying? So I don't anticipate the Knicks coming out like the way they came out in Denver against the Suns. That's one thing about the Suns. The Suns are gonna want to come out and show us that we really are trash. You know what I'm saying? So that's the Knicks gonna have to worry about that about Phoenix coming out on us. One thing that we got to be careful with is that we don't want to ruin our own confidence. You know what I mean? So if we do get blown out by the Suns, I don't want it to trickle down into the next game because, like I said, we can lose tonight, get blown out again by the Suns. The next thing you know, we get blown out by the Clippers, blown out by the Lakers, blown out by the Spurs. And then that's just a slippery slope right there. So we definitely don't want that to happen. So Knicks got to be very careful about what the Suns, because they, like I said, the Suns are probably going to come in with a point to prove, to show that the last time how they had to work so hard to win, that that was a fluke. They want to show everybody that the Knicks are a fluke. So the Knicks are definitely going to have to show up against the Suns and play some ball, man. So I think the Knicks can beat the Suns. They shoot a lot of threes. We just got to play our defense the way we've been playing. Show up. You know what I'm saying? And we'll have a shot to beat the Suns. The Clippers is going to be a decent game. I got something planned for that. So we'll see if that can come into fruition. But the Clippers, we play the Clippers on a Sunday at 3 p.m. After that, it's the Lakers. The Lakers are getting healthy. They got a lot of guys out too. They got Schroeder. Schroeder's a Nick killer. But the rest of the team, the only thing, if LeBron plays, AD is back. AD, I'm not really too worried about because the Knicks always let some big man beat them. But if LeBron comes in there, I'm not sure, we'll have a shot to even be close to beating them. But I'm not really afraid of the Lakers with AD. You know what I'm saying? So that's a team that I think we can compete with at least. The Spurs, they got the Rosen. They play the same style of game. Drive and kick kind of game. They play decent defense. So that's a game that's gonna be fun. But hopefully we can get a W there too. Then we play the Hornets. Ball is back and he's playing great. The Celtics is another team, a lot of one-on-one shit going on. We could beat the Celtics. I'm not really worried about them either. So just going forward, realistically, the Suns is gonna be a tough game. The Clippers is gonna be a tough game. Lakers, I feel like we could beat the Lakers. I feel like we could beat the Spurs. I feel like we could beat the Hornets, and I feel like we can beat the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? So, chin up for the Knicks fans. I feel like we lost to Denver. We might lose against the Suns. We might lose against the Clippers, but then we can win 4 straight to close out the year. So just take everything for what it is, man. Stop being a bitch. All the respect. Stop being a freaking bitch about the team. Because even though we lose, let's say we lose the next 3 games, and then we win the last 4, we're still basically in the same spot with our record. Nothing to cry about, nothing to be sad about. What I'm saying? We're still going to be in the playoffs. We're still going to be out of the play-in tournament. So just take the game for what it is. Don't make it more than it is. Because the year is over. We had a great season, so don't let the last few games, bust your bubble, man. Just continue to support the Knicks. I know one thing. I think I might have to switch up the hats. Let's see what happens, man. Next game, I try to get all fancy. But it's so damn late, man. Ah, man, it's so late these damn West Coast games. Before we go, let me just let me make it bigger again so I can see the times of these games. That Clippers game is interesting. 3 p.m. So on the West Coast, that's 12:30. That's lunchtime. That's crazy, man. 10 p.m. Oh my God, against the Suns. 10 p.m. The Lakers 10:30. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, man. So if the game starts at 10 and 10:30, you're talking about 11 o'clock halftime to crunch time. You're talking about 11:30 halftime to crunch time. Jesus Christ. I don't know how I'm gonna make it. Well, we'll see, man. Like I said, I enjoy doing these things, man. The reason why, like I said, at first I was doing just halftime shows. Just for the simple fact that I can't. A lot of times I'm doing a lot of shit in the beginning that I can't do a full game watch. You know what I'm saying? So I started doing the halftime joints because I like to talk to Knicks, and I'd rather talk like this rather than spend most of the time video chatting with people and texting and stuff like that. If I'm gonna be sitting at my desk doing all that shit, I might as well do this. So that's what gave birth to the DiehardKnicks at the half. But guys were complaining to me in the comments and hit me up saying, how come you don't just go to the end? So I started going to the end. It's not like everyone's here to see Sim. You know what I'm saying? Because Sim has been at basically every halftime show. Just about. Sometimes he skips a lot. But, this guy got a lot of shit going on. Whatever, just like anybody else, but he got a lot of stuff going on with this YouTube stuff. But he pops in a lot for the halftime show, which I really appreciate. But nobody's really coming in to check him out. So it's not like the point I'm trying to make is it's not like this is such a like an urgent thing, whatever. People are just coming and just kind of discovering it. But this is what I do. I like to talk Knicks. I got like I said, I gotta find some energy really to really get out and do the stuff that I would like to do more often. So because people enjoy it, man. I appreciate you guys for coming in, hanging out with me and stuff, man. This is like this is really like a therapy session for me. To just to sit and talk Knicks and stuff. So we still got 2 minutes left, man. So the Knicks are still, they brought it back to 20, so it's not going to look disgusting, completely disgusting. But teams get blown up by 20 sometimes, man. So watch your favorite talking heads in the morning start talking about how bad the Knicks are and stuff like that. When our record is comparable to some winning teams in the West. Austin Rivers with step back 3-pointer. See, they feeling themselves. They feeling themselves like they're so much better than us. But like I said, 22 points to 22 points in the fourth quarter. We're competing with them. They just letting that first quarter get them get their shit up like they're so good. Like if we just competed with them in the first quarter, we would have been right there with them. He goes Frank Ntilikina with a steal, And I'm quite sure all the Frank stands out there say, "Oh my God, if Frank would have played the whole game, he would have had 40 steals." Like whatever, man. Yo, his braids are trash, man. He got like the Whoopi Goldberg in the '80s braids, man, looking crazy. That big ass headband. I really don't like that look, man. I guess braids are back. You know, braids are back. It seems like everybody got long hair nowadays. You know, believe it or not, I used to have braids. Believe it or not, I used to have dreads too. I had dreads for like almost 12 years. If anybody is interested in seeing that picture, I'll post it. I'll post it on Instagram or something like that. Just for shits and giggles. But yeah, but I literally had dreads for 12 years. Yep. So we're at 120 right now, left in the game. So far, so good. They're gonna play the Harlem Globetrotters now, like they're destroying the Knicks. You know, when they basically just trading baskets and with us right now. I'm not even sure. I'm having problems with my stream right now. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna refresh it, but we'll do it. We'll refresh it. Why not? It's only gonna take a couple clicks. So anyway, this is basically the Knicks at the half. Let me shout out my guy State. My guy State. I had a big problem yesterday, man. Yeah, if anybody got kids, I got 3 kids, you know, but I got 2 little guys. 2 little guys. They're 7 and 5. So the 7-year-old caught a little allergy episode last night. Me and State was supposed to go on and do something yesterday. But as soon as I'm setting up the damn stream, my son catches a freaking allergy attack, man. He ate something. And he just reacted to it. So we had to freaking go. We wasn't sure if we were going to hit him with the EpiPen or all that. If you ever been through all that, hitting somebody with the EpiPen, you have to go to the hospital after that. You know what I'm saying? You just after you do that. So you really don't want to do that. So you're playing the guessing game and you're doing your shit, trying to make sure that you're watching your kid. But anyway, we got him to urgent care. By the time we got there, we gave him Benadryl and all that. So that started to work. So then he just sent us home. He was good. Just want to make sure that nothing else is going on. Kevin Knox, man. Oh, my God. If he played the whole game, the Knicks would be up by 30. He just hit a 3-pointer. 35 seconds left in the game. So anyway, I was talking about State. This is what we've been doing, Die Hard State of Mind. So whenever me and State hook up, on these podcasts, man, that's what you're going to see, Die Hard State of Mind. That's DiehardKnicks and State of New York Knicks doing our thing together. We're like the odd couple. He's always crazy talking about something, whatever, and I'm crazy in my own way, and it works. I like it. People seem to like it. You know what I'm saying? Pell just banged the hammer down on the dunk just now. And we're out of our misery right now. The Knicks actually cut the lead. So what's that? Instead of 20, we lost by 16. If my math is correct. I'm not really good at math. So anyway, Knicks lose 113-97. We lost this game because we let Jokic go crazy in that first quarter. We didn't play any defense. We didn't show up at all. Tom Thibodeau is gonna curse these motherfuckers out in the locker room right now, and that's it. That's really the whole game right there. Because after that first quarter, let's see what Jokic had before we get out of here. As far as the points and stuff, Jokic finished the game. He only played 30 minutes, but he scored 32 points in 30 minutes. That first quarter in 12 minutes in that first quarter, he scored 24 points. And then after that, he only scored, after 24, he scored 12 points the rest of the game. My math is wrong. That's definitely not 12 points. 8 points the rest of the game. You know what I'm saying? So that tells you right there the game right there. We just did not show up. We didn't play defense on Jokic in the beginning. We couldn't get anything going in that first quarter, and then we finally show up. But our defense wasn't good enough to make us go over the top, because Denver was getting a lot of steals and stuff like that. But we was getting it back. We was getting the ball back. But we're just trading back and forth because we really needed to go on runs. But we're not going to go on a run like that against a team like this that's competing at that level, man. So anyway, just take it for what it is. I'm not really upset. I'm not really upset about this game. I'm upset about the way they showed up, but Tom Thibodeau will take care of that, and we hope that we don't show up against Phoenix the same way that we showed up against Denver, because Phoenix is going to embarrass us too, man. But they're not going to embarrass us just for a quarter. They're going to embarrass us for 4 quarters, because they got Paul Pierce and Booker over there, and that's just the type of people they are. So anyway, this is your boy Ebro the Any Star, host of the DiehardKnicks podcast. Take this out. As I always do, put 4 fingers to the forehead, tucking the thumb salute. I've been doing that since the beginning. So check out the audio podcasts for the old episodes to find out when I actually started doing that. You know what I'm saying? And nothing. Anyway, I see you guys on the next one. Like I said, tomorrow. The Knicks don't play tomorrow, right? The Knicks play on. Well, they do play. They play what day is today? Today's Wednesday, so we're off Thursday. So like I said, me and State gonna get together tomorrow. Knicks play Friday. So I'll see you guys tomorrow around the same time, like around 9 o'clock for the state of the Diehard State of Mind show on the DiehardKnicks podcast, and then I'll see you Friday for the halftime of Crunchtime. All right, thank you for hanging out, everybody in the chat that came through. Thank you, Sim. Thank you, Tony Crow for popping in. So anyway, everybody head to Nothing But Knicks and catch the post game show, man. I'll see you guys in the next one.